All right, hi you guys. Let me get it bigger. There we go. All right. Today we're going to be talking about lines and angles. So the first one on the top, make sure you have your paper out and ready to go. I did a little, let me do rainbow. Why not? All right, here we go. Lines. So fancy. Lines. And I'm going to make my dot an actual line. So there's my fancy marker. Now I'm going to go back to regular so we can kind of read this. All right, here we go. Line segment is going to be your first one. So go ahead. Line, segment, SEG, segment. All right. So basically for your line segment, put a point here. Remember from Tuesday? And a point here. Put an X and a Y there. And a line segment is basically part of a line, and it has two, listen to that number, it has two, so go ahead and put a line under that, that's important. It has two endpoints, because some just go on and on and on, which we're going to learn next. So a line segment, and if you were to get this picture on a test, you would answer it. They said, what is this? You would say, this is the line segment, because there's a beginning and an end. It has two endpoints here. This is the line segment X, Y. And that would be your answer for that. Now, the other one we're going to learn about today, the other type of line would be rays. These I always figure are much easier. Oh, funny, I forgot to take my notes on the anchor chart before I took a picture. But it's actually okay because they're my favorite. And they kind of remind me, the reason they are my favorite, they remind me of sun rays, where it starts here and ends here. It doesn't have 2 points. Like it could go on and on and on and on and bring out the sun all over. So rays, basically, a ray is a line that has one endpoint and can go on and on. That's not the technical term, but that's the Mrs. B term for array. So it's basically one endpoint, where this one had two. Remember this number had two. This one has one endpoint, and then it goes on and on and on. Infinity, infinity. All right, so those were the two type of lines that you're going to need to know for today's homework. The second part of today's homework is talking about angles. So as long as you have this anchor chart with you during the homework, it's going to be really easy. And then, of course, if you have it for Friday's quick check, it's going to be an awesome score for you. So make sure you're taking your time and writing all this down, and then put it somewhere safe. If you have a folder that you've been using, that's really smart. All right, so the first one we're going to be talking about is obtuse. The second one is going to be acute, because they're so cute, they're little. And the last one, so there's normally, we already talked about remember the right angle? I don't think they're going to test you on that, but this would be the right angle, where it has a 90 degree. Remember that on Tuesday we talked a little bit about this. So this one is just the straight, so it's not the 90. So first one, obtuse. Go ahead, write it down. It's called an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is just basically, you would say anything greater than a right angle. Sorry, I should have made that a little darker. So greater, let's see if this is darker. I don't want to write all the other stuff in my notes. Greater than a right angle. So that basically means greater than what, you guys? How many degrees? So anything plus 90 degrees. All right, then acute angles. You can kind of see right here. See the obtuse, it goes, whoa, nice and big. The acute angle is going to be, this one was greater than, and this one's going to be less than a right angle. So that basically means it's going to be less than what, everyone? 90. Good. So less than 90. And then just remember, it's going to be less than. And then a straight, you'll always know the exact degree of a straight, because a straight is always going to be 180 degrees. Because if you think about a circle from the start to the end is 360 degrees. So if you flatten it out, this would be 180 degrees. So going all the way around is 360. Have you ever heard of that? I'm going all the way around. And then when someone changes, they completely changed. So 180 would just be a straight line, or a straight angle, I should say. All right. Okay. So today when you're doing your homework, make sure you have this anchor chart. Make sure you remember. Hold on. Let's go back. Should I do rainbow? No, let's do gold. Let's do really big. All right. So when you're doing your homework, make sure line. Oh, this is a big check. All right. Line segment is basically has two endpoints, has the beginning and has the end. Oh, I like that. All right. And then ray just has one starting point, but it goes on and on and on and on. And then remember, obtuse angles are greater than, I don't know if I can make this. Should I do the plus sign greater than? I don't want to mess it up. All right. Acute would be anything less than 90 degrees, anything less than. And then a straight angle is just always going to be 180 degrees. All right, take your time on today's homework and please use the anchor chart. Really kind of think it through. Also, make sure you watch the video of the day. This is all part of the math lesson. We only have 2 a week. So I really want you to make sure you're keeping up on this so that next year you go into that grade knowing all this and ready to expand on it. So thank you. You guys are awesome. All right, goodbye. Have a good day.